What's going on, nomads, party people, and strangers everywhere across the internet? There are so many things in life that we try to overlook or try to pass off as it's a lesson well learned and we're never going to repeat those actions again, no matter how many times that we do them. However, instead of stating them as if we're never going to do them again, as if it was something that was never meant to be, why do we not instead just admit to our own wrongdoings and what we've all collectively done instead of placing blame on one singular person, to instead enact everything as adults to move forward to make sure all of our previous actions truly do not repeat once again? I bring up this rant because I've been trying to go over how to do my 20th installment of Lion's Rant for some time now, seeing as how it is 20 videos consecutively of me ranting to you guys about whatever the fuck has been going on in the background that has been molded over, constantly being put through the whole digestive process of my mind and whatnot. And unscripted or not, this is still trying to be a very congruent and very well-placed rant for you all. However, in spite of trying to do stuff where it was something truly personal, truly something very passionate for myself, the more I tried to look over what I could rant about was when I found the stuff that I truly did want to actually talk about, this being one of them. Now, in a collective state, I've learned this from many different interactions before I've come up with this topic, from many different fallouts that have happened beforehand. A couple of them were businesses that I started up that ended up badly, a few of them being friendships that have started but ended up being very grotesquely toxic, even some stuff involving people that carry the same blood as me but we ended up being more apart than we should be. Everything that has been the testament towards how to make a true standpoint for what is or what isn't going to stand firm for things is in its own essence something that I'm trying to ascertain and figure out a little bit more with each step. But while I'm doing this, I will not hold my tongue for individuals that try to placate my own intelligence so that they can keep the cycle going on their own account. I've gotten to this point because of a lot of people that have come into my life that have tried to do the whole blame game of it's only your fault because we do not want to accept our actions. It's only your undoing that has driven people apart, when every calamity is a multiple party occurrence. People can decide to hate any individual that they want to, and it will be a wasted effort, because hatred is something that is beneath us all. Hatred, in its own unique way, is another sign of pure human-like ignorance as well as self-destruction. We have many people trying to do the whole thing of fear and cowardice are the true underbelly things that make us the true monsters of the food chain. But no. Cowardice and fear come from a place of merely misunderstanding and eventually getting your own strength back to see that what you were running away from and what you were so afraid of can be conquered and can be understood on a rational level. But hatred, ignorance, inability to listen, blame shifting, and all of these other sort of things are the true makings of what leads to self-destruction. Because no one will ever stop to admit that even though person A was in their own way responsible, the other parties in general, including themselves, are the main reason that it happened as well. There is no he said, she said. There is no they said, we said. Everyone is responsible for every occurrence, whether it's for good or for ill. Now, to keep in mind with how this rant is supposed to go, I'm not going on a global standpoint. I'll be going on a domestic standpoint. So don't expect like a huge tirade of anti-symbolism for all the world's problems. This is just on a domestic scale for where I'm going with this. So just keep that in mind, guys. The more that we place blame, the more that we try to throw dirt on everyone else's chest and whatnot, is truly when we have lost. When we have truly become less than in the eyes of even the most decadent of beasts. We are supposed to be some of the most intelligent species upon many different animals in the known universe to our current scaling on this one stupid ass planet. And yet, what do we do with said intelligence other than divide, place blame, throw pure hatred, pure ignorance, and making sure that instead of trying to go further on into a brighter future, we have more of a blood-soaked history than anything I've ever heard from. But I digress. The point I'm trying to make here is that we honestly have come from a darker place than any single creature alive on this planet alone can even fathom for the most part. So why not take the pain, the suffering, the darkness, the overwhelmingly grotesque nature of how much we've had it fester to where it just kept growing and growing into something that was completely nonsensical, into something a little bit more, I don't know, something with a point. Us having a brighter future for not only ourselves but for the next generation, instead of what we have now, which is a list of ever-growing problems that we are just steadily handling the next generation to hand to the next one, to hand to the next one, as a giant spiral effect of where the hell can we go from here? It's mind-boggling how we waste so much good potential on such derived notions that even I myself will say that I've played devil's advocate to all the stuff that I truly do hate. I will not be so stuck up to say I've never done anything as stupid as what I've already disclosed. But at least I'm growing up better equipped to say that I have fucked up. I admit to all my shortcomings, and I'm willing to work towards getting better so that it truly does not happen again. Can a lot of you guys say the same and mean it? Can you?